I think Priest is not a terrible choice here.
All right.
I don't really like Shaman against Zoo as much as I used to. It's like if you get the perfect draw, you can win, but with all these death rattles, it's really difficult. So, you know, I think I'll go with probably Warlock. Like you either get a Zoo mirror or Handlock versus Zoo, which I don't think is that bad.
Yeah, actually, if it is Handlock, I think Handlock is
I generally think
pretty
that's
strong choice overall.
Yeah.
You can lock Zoo out of the game multiple times throughout.
Handlock them out of the game, would you say?
Oh.
Whoa. This guy.
2 for 2. I like Priest generally, too, against Zoo.
I guess if he wins with the handlock, then he's going to be in not bad shape for the rest of the best of 5. So it's a completely recoverable position. Anything else you think they could be taking here? Oh, I think we're actually going right into the game.
Yeah, I think he actually ended up choosing Shaman.
Wow.
That is interesting. Because I feel like Shaman, especially if you're gravitating towards a bursty Shaman, it's very weak against Zoo.
Well, he must be going for not a bursty Shaman. Well, this looks like...
this looks like 6-0 Shaman, old school. It's Harrison Jones immediately in the opening hand.
But if he's not playing, like, the zombie chows, then... You know, it can be pretty difficult to fight this if you don't draw perfectly.
You need Lightning Storm and Lightning Storm. Those are the cards you want.
And Feral Spirit, and a Lightning Bolt, and an Earth Shock, and
a
zombie
while
chow.
you're doing it, just get Unbound Elemental in there. Just keep on going.
Let's keep going, man. Let's keep
And rolling Taunt Totems every time, except for when you need...
Healing Totem, right? Oh, Spell Power Totem.
Spell Power Totem.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
And then Deathwing on turn 10.
For the mulligan here, we have Soulfire, Leopard Gnome. I didn't catch that last card, but
I'm pretty sure we named 20 out of the 30 cards that he needs in this matchup, by the way. So part of the reason why Shaman struggled a lot is because of that rightmost card. When Naxxramas came out, Zoo got so much more resilient towards AoE, and Shaman already was far and few in between being able to pick off the board. Rubian, it complicates things that much more.
Yeah, absolutely. The presence of the egg with just 2 damage to kill it gives you the 4-drop is so scary.
And even Haunted Creeper to an extent as well. Like, just look at it. You have to use Earthshock on these cards as opposed to using Earthshock to traditionally like deny Leper Gnomes or shut down Defender of Argus targets.
Well, I don't think anybody can disagree with that play for Leper Gnome on turn 1 here.
Do you think a Shaman deck with 15 Earth Shocks and 15 Blood Mage Thalnos would beat Zoo?
But then
I asked the hard questions.
What if you just draw just all Thalnos? Then you can't do anything else. You just draw into more Thalnos.
He cycles through.
Oh. No.
No? You don't like that deck
How about
idea?
no?
How about no?
No.
How about a deck of 30 Soulfires? Could that be a deck?
That's
of Zoo?
we did the math on that at one point. It's actually very good.
Yeah, you can actually kill him by turn 4, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Feral Spirits is your best bet here to deny.
And, not bad here. His second Feral Spirit in hand.
And he has a Haunted Creeper here also. So like,
wow.
Defender of Argus is really good after he deals with this because he can use Direwolf Alpha, Soulfire, and then whatever he keeps, he's got really good options the next turn.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that would actually be really good. Direwolf Alpha here.
I want to see
and
coin
Soulfire
the
one
egg
of the taunts.
I want to see a coin on the egg with this Direwolf Alpha and the Soulfire.
Sure.
And just clear this board out. Put the egg on the left, obviously, and
if he keeps his Defender of Argus, that's
insane.
So it's hard to come back.
It's too crazy if it happens. 50-50.
Too crazy.
No! Oh my God.
The craziness, it's too much.
It is crazy. I was trying to think of a fun pun based off his name, but I don't even know what a Herudra is.
He's a great player
Herudra
from
sounds like
Denmark.
That sounds like a sound you'd make when you get the wind knocked out of you.
Herudra. Wow. Well, you know what?
No, I'm sorry. That's when the cartoon character sees an attractive girl.
Oh.
The cartoon eyeballs pop out and go back on the head, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, okay, so we have a 1-2 egg here. We have the creeper on the board. What?
Yeah, you ignore this creeper. It's not a big.
It's too much time.
It's too inefficient to clear things, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I agree. Go to face. Just dish out.
Face is the place, as they say.
Face is the place. Man, you're just so full of wisdom, Artosis. Please teach me.
They call me Artosis the Wise.
Well, he's gonna. It looks like he's gonna
He's
drop
like,
their
no,
money.
they don't.
No,
I'm like, no,
I
they
don't.
don't. Artosis, that's not true. We work together in Korea. I know that's not
I
true.
think they also call you Artosis the liar. Oh, well, you know, if you actually,
Look at that. That is beautiful for the zoo.
I mean,
What do you think of Prodan? Talk to me.
you're doing
Both
6
Prodan-
damage. 6 damage is pretty significant.
Yeah,
Like
you
you're
know,
missing too much.
both Prodan and Herudra had a hard time not attacking that spider, but
No.
Artosis
Oh,
was
what
not
a
gonna.
good draw.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
not
really
bad
good.
at all.
Okay,
Like
so
he can actually, if he gets lucky, kill the board.
that
Now,
is
is
pretty
that-
optimistic.
I'm an optimistic guy.
Now, what do you think of using your 1-mana spells to help soften up the board here? Like, you can shoot the Haunted Creeper with Lightning Bolt, for example, before you Lightning Storm.
And then run into the other guy with the axe.
Right, or you can reevaluate.
Yeah, the thing is, I want to, if it rolls high on this egg, I want to kill it. So
Yeah, it's a weird spot. You want it to roll
It
low on
is.
the egg
It
and
i-
roll
it's
high on
actually
the other
tough.
3/3s.
So if you can just
because if it rolls high on
control
the
your
egg and then
RNG.
low on the wolf, this is
Right.
actually an issue.
well, you know, in fact, you just roll high on everything. Let's just do that.
Yeah, rolling high on
You
everything
are-
is strong.
You're going to be limited to, what, 3 mana next turn if you use that as well? That's still enough to Feral Spirits.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
reasonable, I think.
It's reasonable.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, you could.
It's not
you
too
could
crazy.
you could sandbag the problems on the board into the next turn after that.
Yeah, in fact, I think that might be his best course of action, but okay, he's going for a much safer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna deal with this more so on the following turn and the turn after that.
That is quite safe.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Hey, see, I was looking for the big play. I'm like, let's try to kill this board one time.
That's when the Tosis goes to the casino. He's like, we'll roll 3s over here and 2s over there. We'll win the game. Okay, so we got a Nerubian Egg and a Defender of Argus.
Good cards.
Yeah.
Can't play them
I
both,
think
though.
you haven't seen Lightning Storm yet, right? So you're still scared of it. So even though you can go for neat finesse tricks like you trade in the Haunted Creeper and then you defend the 2 remaining bodies, I think you still want to be mindful of it. So you don't want to give up bodies necessarily. If that's the case, then you tap here, right?
I do think you tap here. Like, he does have to be afraid of the Lightning Storm.
Right.
That is what needs to happen for him to lose this game. So I think that the life tap, which could likely lead into a second egg, is not bad at all. It's just like, well, you know,
Might
you
even get
want Lightning
Abusive
Storm.
Sergeant.
Okay,
Yeah,
Harvest
that would be
Golem.
nice. Harvest
What do
Golem
you-
is not a bad play at all.
It's good, and
Yeah.
it fills your mana curve. Next turn you have Egg plus Defender of Argus.
That's true. That's a really clean turn after this one.
Now, how do you position this? Defender of Argus has to go in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I put this in
The
the
right?
middle of the spider and the egg, I think.
Oh, okay.
I like the middle as well.
Yeah.
I think because you want this Defender of Argus to anchor as a target to get buffed by the defender, but okay. Well, he opts to go for the right side, which means he
Okay.
wants to make the Haunted Creeper the focal. Haunted Creeper's the lead singer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Harvey's just a drummer.
poor Harvey, man.
Yeah.
Harvey's got
Oh.
the tambourine right now, guys.
Well, no one's going to peel Greg off Electrics. Let's be real
No,
now. He's the
seriously.
star of the show. He's glittering right now.
Yeah.
He's running around that stage with a
He's going to go
flag.
form his own group after this and leave the
he's
rest
got-
of the board behind.
He's got star power going on right now. He's ripping the solos,
He
getting those
shouldn't
bonus
forget,
points.
though, who made him what he is. Defender
Defender
of
of Argus.
Yeah.
A real bro. Well, do you
Look at
got?
it.
Do you have good flame tongue value here?
Yeah, yeah. Seriously, you can actually do a lot with your flame tongue. If you run into the egg with the spider, or yeah, no,
Yeah, run into the egg with the
Actually,
spider and then run in with the
you could,
your wolf into
basically-
the buffed wolf into the
Yeah.
4/4.
yeah, and then I mean you have a 4/3 taunt still, but you do lose some. I think it's still best though. You have to deal with this eventually.
Yeah.
You can't just put it off forever. The only 2 things in life are certain: death and Nerubian eggs coming back to life as 4/4 spiders.
That is true. That's how the saying goes.
Yeah. You can avoid taxes better than that egg, man.
Only in America.
Flame Imp.
All right. Well, this is actually not bad at all. You just attack. You buff
Yeah.
the Defender of Argus targets, and then you trade into it
That's
and
pretty
kill
sick.
off the Flame Tongue Totem. And your opponent's board is pretty fragile.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for a Zoo player. He's got a lot of life still to keep life tapping.
Absolutely. Like, he's actually in really great shape. See, this is the thing about choosing Shaman into Zoo. Like, he's actually gotten basically all the key cards he needs, and still we're watching the Zoo kind of pick apart anything that comes at him.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The big difference maker will be life tap, because Warlock has so much health remaining, and eventually Shaman's just going to run out of cards. So if you don't have to even play that efficiently. As long as it goes 1 for 1, you're still sitting in a spot where you can do some really powerful things where you're just tapping into 2 cards per turn, your opponent's drawing 1.
Well, there goes the Flame Tongue Totem. And this is tough. I mean,
that's a hard board to
rolling
clear.
totems and...
all right.
Okay, well, there's 1 Lightning Bolt. That's not terrible.
Hey, there you go. It's pretty good, actually. If you roll high on a Lightning Storm, you could actually
clear this whole board.
Yeah, you have to roll high on 2 of them, but
you have it next turn with Azure Drake and Lightning Storm, but I think you Azure Drake this turn.
What about Hex being used here on an egg? What do you guys think of that?
Okay, actually,
I think you need to dig for cards.
Thing is, you're going to take possibly up to 8 damage the next turn if you play Azure.
Well, I mean, you Azure Drake and reevaluate. You never know if you pick up.
Like
if you Azure Drake into Earthshock,
hold on,
that
I like
is
this.
so devastating.
Yeah, I was going to say, Hex is actually kind of cool.
I am not sure, because if he has Doomguard,
yeah, the Doomguard
is big trouble.
It is scary, but I kind of like that because he got a full board clear.
Oh
my
Speak
God.
of the devil.
You got to be kidding me.
Speak of the Doomguard.
Doomguard.
Speak of the Doomguard.
Speak of the Doomguard.
The Doomguard is the devil. Like, people prayed about this in the 1800s to keep their kids away from Doomguard. Oh, well, he draws into a
Hearthstone is bad for you kids.
He draws into a reasonable answer. The only problem is that it costs too much mana for his turn at the moment.
Yeah, he's locked out of 2 of his mana crystals here.
Well, he gets a totem, huh?
Well, yeah, and Totem actually might be good enough to stall, but let's see what he gets off of it, because there's no way you're leaving this Doomguard up.
No, certainly not.
But once again, this is where it becomes really powerful that you can life tap and draw 2 cards per turn, because Warlock from this point on is getting very close to killing his Shaman opponent.
Would Shaman ever lose if you just took Overload off their cards?
Yeah.
It would still lose?
Yeah.
To what? That's the deck I want to play.
It's the only Soulfire deck.
Wow, Azure Drake is just very optimistic.
Well, you can't even...
wow.
Well, okay.
So are you going to isolate? You're going to kill off this Flame Imp and push?
I don't even know what he was going for with that.
Well,
Doomguard coming in.
What was he actually looking for there?
Another tactic around Doomguard is to just stall it out, like make it attack into taunts, like you're pushing back for damage.
Will it not just go to face?
I mean, it will go to face. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Ooh, Leper Gnome's going to be annoying here, too, with the Shaman so low.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Herudra feels like he has to kill off Azure Drake, but
he doesn't.
Most likely, this Drake's just going to attack into Doomguard if it needs to die anyways, so...
Yeah, if he attacks with Doomguard, it's like the Doomguard has to be removed the next turn or he loses. So.
Right, so...
Possibilities.
I think Herudra's like calculating all the odds, but you just attack Doomguard in the face.
You can't blame him for thinking a little bit longer, but...
Oh, yeah, this is super important. Top 4 is a big deal.
Yeah, you're eligible to win at least $2,000 if you place 3rd place.
Yeah.
Just thinking about what other 2 cards could be up there in the hand.
I mean, realistically, even if it's Hex, you need to get that damage in.
Can't leave him
because
at 12.
if this Leper Gnome gets damage in, that's 7. You put him at 5. That's another Doomguard that can kill.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to draw that eventually, especially with the life tap.
He hasn't drawn any Soulfires yet either.
True.
Oh, wait, no,
Soulfire, tap into Soulfire.
He did have 1 Soulfire. Actually, now that
oh,
I think
you're
about
right.
it.
Okay, we got Earthshock here, so he could...
Oh, that's not a bad draw.
Yeah, not a bad draw in this situation.
What do you use it on, though?
Do you save the 2 life or do you kill the spider?
You kill the spider, right? Well, you roll a totem first.
I think you want to kill the spider first, then run into the 1 Leper Gnome, and then use Rock Spider Weapon on the Azure Drake. Yeah, there we go.
Well, you never know if rolling a totem could have changed the play.
What would have changed it with that though?
Oh.
Because I think he wanted a Harrison just to have something that could kill whatever came out next, except for Doomguard. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Doomguard.
Oh, wow. My God.
Yikes. And that's going to do it for game 2. Herudra just smiles because he knows.
Top Jackson wrecked.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. Doomguard comes in packs.